Greetings, dear hearts. It's Miss D here. It's Sunday, June the 3rd, and I'm in the craft corner, excited about springtime and warmer weather coming. This month we'll celebrate Juneteenth, the freedom of the slaves, and I thought I'd do a crafting project around that. In keeping with my use what you got, clean up the craft room, I decided to use materials that I have in the craft room, pieces of this and that were left over from crafts, and I'm just going to create from those materials. I'm not going to go to the store and buy anything. I'm just going to use what I have. I see a journal. I had started painting a little bit last night on some cloth, and I thought I'd do a journal. So if you're interested in see how Miss D creates a journal for Juneteenth, the freedom of the slaves, 400 years of slavery celebrations are going on this year here in 2019, 2020. And I'm taking part in that, and so this journal will be interesting something to offer up to hold the memories of what's going on for me as I'm celebrating freedom of the slaves. The journal cover I have started. This is just a piece of scrap material I had laying around. I sewed the edges with my sewing machine and started acrylic painting a cowrie shell. Now the cover may get more embellishments as we go, but that's what I had started. I started some page strips, more cowrie shells. I love the cowrie shells. I almost can make a choker out of that. Oh wow, that's creative. I may do that a little down the road, but other page trims I had just sewn on the machine. I'll add these to the journal. I created a new trim from some material I bought from the dollar store. I was in the dollar store and they were selling these skeins of metallic like yarn. And when I saw them, I don't knit, I don't crochet. I saw that I could use it maybe for page trims. And what I did do was take some Mod Podge and glue over this and got it stiff. So now it's pliable. I can fold it around pages. I even think I could use the image for some jelly printing down the road. So I think I'm going to do another piece of that because I'm going to use this one in the journal. I would love it if I can go in that dollar store and find some different colors. This is the only color I saw the day that I was in there, but I love it. And we can use it in our journal. So I'll make a little bit of that. And I've taken a piece of the material and just made some white squares. I think I'll do a little painting on each of those squares and add those to the book. So that's where my mindset is. I'm going to get started. I'm going to change the camera position. If you're interested in a little soulful journal making, stay with me. I have ordered a new webcam, so hopefully I'll be able to make videos with different angles here soon. But I'm going to work with what I have right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to get the cover together. So I'm going to take this mailer from the mail, receive something from one of the Etsy shops in this mailer, and I'm going to use it to strengthen up the cover of the journal. I'm just going to open it up. It's a nice folder to use. There's not much to opening it up, and cut it to the shape you want. I hope this is enough. They have to use another piece of paper too. Just measuring to see what I can use. Well, we could get it to go the long way, but it has those creases. Oops. I don't know that that's going to be enough. So, I'm just going to look and see what other pieces of cardboard I have right around me. I do have a big box I could cut. I would like to use that. That's such a nice piece. I want to make it something out of that that's a little bit smaller. That's a nice piece. So, what I'm going to do is I had bought a box fan, and it's big enough for me to cut the material. I'm going to go cut out a couple pieces of cardboard for that and bring it back and use it for the cover. I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've cut the cardboard from the fan box, and I'm just going to trim it up to fit our cover. I think I can use this piece and make a spine. Actually, it looks like it lifts up. That could be good. Yeah. I love using boxes and things that we get in the house. Just trim that up and make it straight. Covers are going to be about here. I don't do exact measuring all the time, but want it to kind of fit. And I want to get that as straight as I can. And I think I'm just going to make a 1 or 2 signature size journal. See if this cutter can handle this cardboard. Ah, got lucky. Still didn't get straight. Okay. I think I'm taking a little bit more. I don't like the curl on the end there. So I'll just take that off. Okay. That should be good for our spine. And then I just need the inside. Cut it just a little bit more. I don't want it too thick. Want to make a journal that I can definitely get done. I have several projects going, so I don't want to make this one too big. Okay, that's about the right size. Moved it off of the length of the cutter. I'll have to just snip that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that looks better to me. Then I wanna see how long I want this. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and trim this up and be ready for the next step. Not gonna make you watch me go through that. And I'll be back. Okay, so I've cut the cardboard out and trimmed it, and we're ready to glue this down. I'm going to use a little Fabri-Tac and the gel glitter glue to get this to hold. The Fabri-Tac is good for working with fabric, and the gel glitter glue is a great hold. And I just want to make sure I keep everything bound together. Being generous with the glue. Especially on the edges. And I'm going to, right next to it, put the art glitter glue. Felt it tighten up. Okay. I'm just going to stick my seam in. And varnish that down pretty good. I kind of like the look of the cardboard, but you could cover your pieces before you do this part. I'm going to cover after. And I want to lay that in there, leaving just a little gap on both sides. I'm going to then do the Fabri-Tac. Leave a little gap. Be really generous. And I'll use the art glitter glue too. This shouldn't go anywhere. Trying to be generous with the glue. Sometimes the nozzles clog up. I just stick a pin back through And then when I get done with this session, I really want to wash this out with some warm hot water. It's really getting my nerves. Have another bottle. There we go. Okay, it should be good to go. With a strong hold. Don't want too much space between, but some. I haven't decided if I want to roll that up or let it hang. I think I'll let it hang. I'm going to do that to both sides, and I'll be back. Okay, I have both of those glued down. I need to let it dry a little bit, but we have it on. You still see some of the white, but it'll dry clear from the glitter paint, but it'll dry clear. So that's what we're looking like. I'm going to prepare the inside cover while that's drying. Just lay it to the side and let it dry. Flatten that out and let it dry. Okay. Before I do the inside, I'll check on this. I had mentioned I was gluing ties on to another journal to Missy, little Missy. It's working well. What I'm going to do is glue this together this way, and then have this reach around to this side, and that'll hold our pages down. Then I have that black strip around her. I don't know that I want that. Let's see if there's another way around that. Move from the inside this way. And the varicose could hold it like that. I like that better. Give it enough slack that it can grow. With fabric tack. It's a neat binding. I like that. Just find something to hold it closed until it dries. And go ahead and let that dry. Okay. I think I want to do the inside cover with a little jelly printing. I'm going to clean up and set up the print. Alright, dear hearts, I have finished the cover. I've let it dry, and I'm getting ready to do the inside. This is the cover dry, and I want to cover the inside. So what I want to do is cut some paper to go to the inside. I've got me a little template going. So I'm going to use it to get my measurement. I'm just going to cut this out. Okay. Take this seam off. Okay. And then I'll need a little strip for the inside. see if I can line that up. Pretty close. Okay. I'll save these scraps for embellishing the inside. Let's move that out the way. Before I start, I want to think about my closure. I'm thinking a little ribbon to tie it closed. So I want to put that down before I glue things down. Again, that's about long enough. I'm just going to cut this in half. I should have equal parts. Would like that straight. I'm going to see if I can cut it with a cutting blade. I haven't cut material on here before, but we'll try, see what happens. Moving a little bit. That's not good. I think we did it. Not so much. Okay. Never hurts to try. Actually, a lot thinner than I wanted. So, actually, we'll go at that one more time. See if I can get two the same size. Did learn that this isn't the best technique for cutting lace or ribbon. Since I started with it, finish with it. It slides a lot inside of there, but it does score me a line. Okay, we'll work with it. See if I can take some of the frays off. Stop it from fraying. You want to be careful if you do that, not to burn yourself, but it will kind of close the rough edges up. Okay. Little rough, but all right. So I did let the other journal dry that we were looking at before with the Velcro closure with the ribbon. So there's the Velcro, and now we can open our journal up and we can close it with the Velcro strap. I like that. Alright, this one, I think I'm going to just try to tie it. So we want to glue it down now. Try to get these ends nice and straight so they lay flat. And I think I'll use that fabric glue. The one thing about it is it takes a minute to come down the tube. There we go. Just lay that there. Get a good amount of it in on it. Then I want to come across and do the same thing to the other side. Turn that into. Right about here should be good. Okay. That can continue to dry while we put the cover on. Just want to make sure I have enough. Don't want that to come loose. Okay. Then I'm going to glue down my covering pages. I'm going to use the art glitter glue for that. It's a quick drying glue and it dries securely. Be real generous with the glue. These tubes have been clogging up a lot recently. I tried to clean it, but still dries up, seems like. Need a little faster action than that. Same glue, different bottle. Okay. Yeah. Test to make sure it can still close. Feels good. Do the same thing with the, I think I've curved it in just a little bit. Okay. Being generous with this glue. It's coming out a little slow again. This is where I get a little impatient and I'll use the art glitter glue around the edges because I definitely want those to stay down. And maybe some school glue in the middle. It's coming out a little bit better. Spread that a little bit. That should be enough to hold that. Line up my edges. I actually want to be the most careful towards the back, so making sure that it can bend. May have to do a little trimming. That art glitter glue holds really fast, so you don't have much time to move it. You gotta work quick. You know, just add a little on the sides and kind of hold that down. Just pressing the sides around the edges of the cardboard. Do my best to hide it all. Nice. Okay. Do a little decorating on that in the end. Work out any wrinkles. And do the same on the other side. I do like the art glitter glue for secure hold on edges. I'm intentionally spilling over a little bit so I can tuck around the sides. All right. Curve the edge a little bit. Glue goes to holding pretty fast. Working pretty quickly. Around the edges. There we have it. Just see a little extra. Around one edge, I'll trim as it dries. Just laying the top edge down. As much as I can. Looks pretty good. There's one area I don't like, and I'm gonna maybe trim that just a little bit. Nice. And then cut it, smooth it in. This is where I get to be a little bit of a perfectionist, even though it's a junk journal. I like them to look as neat as I can. The bookmaking parts much better. This is where those tips on the art glitter glue come in so handy to get underneath things. Really helpful. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm just being really extra right now. This is optional, all the edge work that I'm doing, but I'm just going for neatness. I'm going around and tucking and squirting a little glue to ensure that it stays tucked. And I'm pretty happy with that now. Probably I'll embellish the cover a little bit more, a little bit later on. But there's our cover. Looks pretty neat. I'm gonna probably add charms to there. Pretty okay, pretty okay. All right. Thinking about the signatures, which way I want to go with those. Make a little space. Okay. I kind of, since it's going to be my Juneteenth journal, want to stick with little black culture. So, like I was showing you in the beginning, I've already started some page embellishments. And so I think I'll just get those made. Do some trimming on this. Try to even it up. First time I painted on cloth using the acrylics, it was pretty fun. Okay. Try to keep the edges from fraying. Alright, so that can be one. It could be a belly band or edge of a page. I need to start thinking about my signatures. I think I have some paper in another journal I was creating that I might can just swap out. Let's see. If any of that's gonna be, oh yeah, nice images. I'm really thinking I want these pages in this journal not to be half pages, but whole pages. So work with whole sheets. So it's going to be a little creating if I do that. So I think I will go for whole sheets. I'll work with these that are right here that are started, but then I'll just start use whole sheets, but I'll start making some pages and I'll come back. to did want to pull that jelly press out and do some jelly printing, but maybe not this video. Maybe I'll do a few pages and continue to work on this maybe off camera and come back and show you the completed journal later on in the month. Okay, I got a couple pages to work on. I like this image a lot. I want to make it a whole sheet now. So that means I would need a little more of the lace. Let's see if I can find some. It may not work out for me that way. So let's get creative. Oh, that's nice looking. I like the way that looks. But trying to bind that together will be interesting if I do whole pages. So maybe I better stick with the halves. And embellish that way. So I'm going to do a little more trimming so that I don't chop the heads off of my ladies. So the signature work, I like to do any that I'm going to embellish before I put them into the book, into the cover. I like that. I like it a lot. And then I have this image here I want to use. I thought the shells would look good with those ladies too. So I might need to make some more of that. Let's sew this on. Just gonna pull the sewing machine over. Just tack that on. And I think I'll sew right through the middle. Press a foot down there. Looks pretty even. Like I'm running out of bobbin thread down there. I'll also try to use that up. Oh, I like that. Nice. It's one page. While I have that out, have this other image. That I could see as a pocket, maybe. Like that image a lot. Thinking of sewing this image on the opposite page of here. Maybe a little something for background. Yeah, it would look good on that red. See if they're the same size. A little bit longer, that's okay. We'll make it work out in the end. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then I'm going to let you go. And through the month, as we're approaching Juneteenth, I'll pull out the journal and show you where we're getting to with it. Maybe want to ink those edges just a little bit. Center this on the page. Put a little glue just to hold it down so it doesn't move all around as I'm sewing it. Get my height. I'm going to go a little bit bigger so I can trim it later. And just sew around that. Maybe looking for a little piece of lace or a little more pizzazz. Little something, a little something. I'll add it, I guess, at the end. I have to look for a piece. Alright, let's sew until this bobbin thread runs out. Doing a little zigzag stitch.
Hey.
Oh, just me. I got a video going. I'm just about done.
Oh, hi, guys.
That's Erica.
What are you doing?
Round one more corner. Let's see what we got. Looking good, looking good. I'll add a couple little embellishments to her, and we can call that a page. I will continue to add the embellishments on her. As Erica has come in, I'm going to talk to Erica. And this is our Juneteenth journal, so you will be seeing her next Sunday. Until then, dear hearts, have a beautiful rest of the day. Do something creative. Bye.